Come on. Ah. Hey, there we go. Hi Tony, how are you? So welcome everyone. Today we're live again and we have, just grab the camera for you, the most unreliable car that I own at the moment. In all fairness, it's probably had the harshest life. We've done the most stupid jumps with it and it's, in a way, it's still going, but at the moment it is broken and it was pretty badly broken from Fam Jam. So we did a bad landing, smashed the back of the bulkhead off, so we got a new bulkhead on there, and the hinge pin brace is broken. So yeah, we've got all the parts here, we need to fix it. So in this video, we're going to be getting it fixed. So we'll get you guys back up on here, if I can get you actually in, and let's see who we've got. Alright, so we've got Tony first. Hi, how are you? We've got, I don't know how to pronounce your name, Scar. Hi, how are you, mate? First, but it didn't work. Oh, the stream or the comments? One of the two. So, anyhow, let's get on with this. So, like I said, if anyone's just joined, car broke at Fam Jam, so we've got to fix it. And it's this part of the bulkhead here. I couldn't fix it while we were on location, if you can see that, guys. Because this screw here had snapped off, so I've spent an enormous amount of time trying to get it out, and finally I've managed to do it. So today we're going to be trying to rebuild this thing live, and chances are you might get a bit of rage because I just don't know how to fix. I just can't fix this thing, guys. It takes absolutely hours. Oh, let's just put you down so you can see what we're doing. There we go. Let's move the car out. There we go. I think you can see that. Can you see that, guys? Sorry, a bit of faffing around. Got this kind of, I've shown you before, it's this weird little way of mounting the camera. Did my ramp kill it? Yep. Oh, yes. Your ramp killed absolutely every single one of my car Tonys. Alfie, how are you? Hey, Alex, what's up, my curry brother? I'm very good, thank you. How are you? Man, that file was so spicy. But I do want another one. Definitely want another one. Right, first things first, we're going to get this drive cut back on. Can you guys actually hear me okay? Yeah, you can. Cool. I thought you said the F word. No. Nope, no swearing here. We're not going to get ourselves demonetized. Right, let's get that knit back up. Oh, sorry guys, batteries have just finished storage charging. Got to quickly unplug that. Sorry guys, just discharging some of the lipos that I've been running. Where were we? This bit here. Need to tighten that up a tiny bit more because got a bit much play. There we go. Well, that's made it worse. Oh, come on. Right, you know what? It's alright. It should be alright. Hi, Elijah. How are you? JB Channel. This car is broken again. The Typhon, the long jump record holding Typhon, is once again broken. We broke it at Fam Jam, and I'm trying to rebuild the rear end of it. The bulkhead broke at Fam Jam, so I installed a new one, and then the rear hinge pin broke off because the screw snapped. So yeah, we're trying to get this thing rebuilt, and I can't seem to be able to get this past one without having an enormous amount of play. So there we go. There we go. You're a brave man. Done with files. No! Come on, Alex. We've got to have another file another time. But fair enough. 2 minutes in, we're already raging. Yep, that's how it goes. Well, not really, but it's just this car just brings rage. It's just impossible to try a wrench on any 6S Arrma. Or any Arrma in general, really. So hard to try and wrench on. But in all fairness though, lots of this car is kind of bent and stuff because it's not had the easiest life. Although I have actually got 99% of all the bent metal parts either straightened or replaced. Some of the bits just had to be replaced, like the shock towers. But other bits, yeah, could fix those. Try to get this lined up. Good. Come on. Oh. Rage. Yes, we got it in place. Hey, Alistair, how you doing? I'm very good, thank you. Still got your Fam Jam wristbands? Yes, indeed I do. It's a little game I play. Just see how long I can keep them on, because I'd started with Paddlesworth, because I love these events so much that I've got that extra memory to keep commemorating, I think the word would be. Get that all going. Think I got the Hebeo fixed. Yes, nice one. Did those screws turn up in the end, Alfie? And what were they actually for? You said you were missing a few screws, so... Oh. Look at that, guys. I've just tried to use it and I've got no battery in it. Oh dear. Right, getting plugged in. There we go. Oh! Almost just made another rookie error. Forgot the drive shaft. Not concentrating, guys. Right. CVDs. Actually, dog bones. Get those all lined up. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Come on. Yes. Right, and then put the hinge pin in. You've got to have about 12 arms to put these cars back together. Yes. Right, that's one. That's one. And then, should bring you in a bit. Second one. Come on, come on. Oh. Yes! It's in. It's in. And then get the hinge pin lined up. Oh, come on. Yes! And then... Yes! Check it, we did it, guys. We did it. How are your GCSEs? All good, thank you. Got all the results back. Very, very happy with them. And now we're on to A-levels. Well, pretty tricky. Want to be careful with these screws here, don't want to strip them out. I thought I had another screw. Ah, there it is. There we go. There we go, all lovely and secure. That went together nice and smoothly, luckily for us. Oh. Managed to do with 2 screws. Could do with some extra shorter ones. 10 was too short, 16 too long. Ah, you probably need 12 mil or maybe 13 if that exists. What RC do you recommend that can fit in a suitcase that are good? Definitely a 1/8 scale buggy. A buggy is probably one of the smallest but kind of usable sized cars that you can get. Maybe something like a Hebeo if you're on more of a budget. They're unbelievably good cars. My brother's got one, a couple of my friends have got them, and they're awesome. Nice and cheap. Cheap to buy, cheap to fix, nice to work on, good to put together. Toby, how you doing? What have you done now? I'm repairing the fan jam damage. Do you remember when I did that butt landing and it smashed the hinge pin brace off? And I spent all that time begging people for mole grips to try and get it back together. Well, I pulled the trigger, got some mole grips, got the screw out, and it's now back together. So, we've got to pull the car in. And we've got to try and get this back here. We're going to also have to be an octopus here to try and get all of this on together. So we'll just have a look at a few more comments. Are you in year 12? Yep, year 12, lower 6th form. Basically forgot to lock tight 2 of the motor mount screws on the chassis, rattle themselves out. Keep an eye out for them next Sunday. Yeah, I learnt the hard way with the Techno and Loctite. I forgot to Loctite some of the bits together. Was running around Arc and they just shook to pieces. And I mean, in all fairness though, Arc is a very, very rough track. There we go. Hopefully we'll be able to see all that. What A-levels are you doing? I am doing maths, physics, 3D design and music. My strongest subjects, and also ones that will get me it'll get me far in universities as well, hoping. Alright, this is going to be the tricky bit, guys. To get that lined up with the drive shaft. Oh god. Just angle you down a bit. Yes. Right. No. Yes. Right. Got 4 screws here. I've lost the driver. There it is. Let's get these all back in place. Getting loads of comments today. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you all really being here. Hey, Russell RC, how you doing? 8-scale buggies, absolute George drive. Yeah, oh my gosh, nothing handles like a buggy. Seriously. Because I didn't really get to enjoy the bugginess of this car here because it was always designed to be a long jumper. So I never really got to experience the proper kind of handling style. And I think really one of the main problems with that is because I smashed it up after like a week of owning it. So it was out of action. My original plan when I bought this car was to turn it into a long jumper. That was the main goal with this car. But also I wanted to just kind of use it for a bit because obviously a long jump build is pretty pricey, as this car's turned out to be. So my plan was to kind of keep it as a basher and kind of build it up in stages, but because I smashed it to pieces and pretty much all the parts that were broken were going to need replacing anyway for modified parts for the jump build, thought I might as well just leave it in the box, build it up and kind of do it as that. But then I tried driving my brother, his Hyper VS, it's a Hyper VS buggy, and oh my god, that handles so nicely. So thought, gotta get my hands on another buggy. And a few of you well know that I've actually got a new buggy, and that one's quite a special one. I'm in M5th. Is that year 5 then, or not really sure how that works? Middle 5th. Not really sure what that means. Is that like middle school or something, or? How can I fix my bevel gear? It keeps popping up and it's annoying me. Anyone haven't? I'm guessing you mean fix. The bevel gear on what car is it? If it's might be some knackered screws, meaning that the screws will kind of back out and then the bevel gear will come undone. Jesus, this is long screwed quite tight. If it's going into metal, you might be able to use a bit of Loctite, but then again, if it's plastic, you probably don't want to be using Loctite there. This is probably not the right screw for this car. 2000 ripper in the Hyper VS. Wow! My god. 2000 ripper, that's a crazy motor. ASD runs that and it's rapid. Physics, my favourite. I love physics, and I especially love astrophysics as well, doing all space. All of space stuff. Absolutely love all that. Really the main reason why I chose physics in the first place. Not only that though, because possibly in the future, if not entirely sure, but possibly I might pursue a career in designing cars or just something in manufacturing and designing. So I thought physics is just what I'm going to need there, so I can learn about all air resistance and different forces. I just find that stuff really cool. I know this sounds really nerdy, but that's just all awesome stuff. At least in my books anyway. About the same age as Toby. Oh, alright. Hey, 1.6 subs, yeah. I think it's maybe even 1.61 now. I haven't checked in a little while. But yeah, we're starting to go up again. Drove by her bear back then the big roll. Oh, yeah, that's the thing, because you get used to something. It was funny, when I got the Techno, I drove that around. It was just magnificent from a handling standpoint. And then driving the other cars, they kind of felt a bit cumbersome. But then again, though, with the Techno, you can't do crazy backflips and all the crazy jumps. But with the batteries, you can. I've got the screw here. A bit off topic. I'm slightly concerned because I kept it with all the screws for this car, but I don't know what it's from. And that is slightly concerning. I might have to have a little search around the car, see where it might have come from. Any of you might know where this comes from? Shocks, bulkhead, front end, I'm not sure. We'll have a good bucket. Maverick Quantum V1. Bevel gear just pops off. When you say bevel gear, you mean like in the diffs, right? I'm not really sure what to do there. Maybe try a new diff case or some longer screws, maybe. Sorry, not new diff case, like the bit that the crown gear screws onto with bevel gear. Astrophysics rocks. Yeah, it was just so cool, and unfortunately, it was like it was a topic I had to study for the shortest time because of COVID, we didn't have much time to do everything. Buggy glides so well in the air. Yeah, honestly, guys, this car here, I know for a fact, the way that buggies just fly is unbelievable. You give them a tiny squirt of power and they just float. Hence why I'm trying to keep this car as buggy-ish as I can. The only bits that aren't buggy anymore are these tyres and the diffs. Apart from that, this is all buggy. People told me I should put Mojave bits on it to kind of suit the Mojave kind of wheels and geometry and stuff, but I want to keep it as much buggy like as I can, because in that way, oh yeah, and the chassis, that's a Mojave as well, it's a lot longer than a normal buggy. In that way I can keep like the flying physics sort of style thing. And also, guys, I'm not sure if I've showed anyone this, I've adjusted the stance here on the car. As you can see, the front end is a lot lower than it is at the back, and that way when the car squats and tries to take off with all its power, we're still it's pretty level, you know. Can you see that, guys? On full kind of droop on the front wheels, we're pretty much level. I mean, yes, we will still have some squat at the back, but it's still going to be a lot better. And I did take the rear wheel off because it just get too much downforce. So what I might actually do is wind in these droop screws a bit to stop it from lifting too much. Let's pop you back in here. This is in case, guys, what we're using to kind of as like a tripod thing here. It's not really a tripod. It's kind of what it screws onto the desk there. And then that way, we can kind of move it around it. How's your Traxxas Max? Oh my god. Alex, you'll know, and Toby as well. That thing is, Tony will know as well. That thing is in pieces. Wow, honestly, I snapped the chassis clean in half. It was already snapped to begin with. So I tried to fix it with a piece of carbon fibre. And yeah, it didn't work. Did a jump at fan jam, slap bam on the side, implosion. Nothing in RC feels as good as a decent buggy on a decent track. Yes, for now, the best thing that I've ever driven was the Techno. Or, for pure fun factor, the 30 Degree North. But I think once I get my buggy running, oh, that's going to be a new level. Unless you're using one at Arc. Yeah, unfortunately, Arc is kind of starting to die. The track just isn't maintained enough for it to kind of be too smooth. It's becoming a bit of like a 1/5 haven, if you know what I mean. It's a bit impractical for the buggies. Right, so, luckily, guys... Oh, wait, I've still got to do one more bit here on the sway bars. But, apart from that, that is the car pretty much rebuilt. Luckily for me, but unfortunately for you, there wasn't any range. So, we're not going to be ending right there. We're still going to do a few bits and bobs here and there, because I'd like to try tidying up this cabling here. What I probably should do is kind of desolder and kind of make all these connections really short. Because at the moment, on these Max 6s, where a Max 6 is designed for be using something a lot bigger, maybe like an X-Max or some of the 8S Arrmas, the wires are very, very, very long. And the problem with that is where we've got quite a small car and the battery's being right here, the wires kind of just stick out everywhere and they rub on the tyres. So What I've done for now is I've got them kind of taped up like this, but they haven't kind of stayed nice. It's kind of a very quick tape job, so the tape has done the trick. Cable ties just break off, which is a bit irritating. They look nicer, but they just don't work as well. They just snap off, so we've got some tape. We'll just kind of redo this all nicely, and one day we'll shorten it all down. Think the diff's not engaging properly. Oh, that could be... I'm not really sure. Maybe the diff is... Maybe the bulkhead's broken. Maybe some of the gears have ground down. Got an epic video of my Typhon going off the Badlands jump. Whoa, like the proper long jump one. If you do send it to me, I would like to see that. Think I'm going to get a GPS before... GRPs before Brown Badlands spotted a road that I can easily hit 100 miles an hour. Ooh, Alfie, if you wouldn't mind sending me a link to that, like a Google Maps drop thing, that would be really cool. Because I'm looking for some speedrun roads, because the only luck I've had with speedruns with this is either the car takes off or kind of ends up in the bushes, or it's not long enough. Bring the 30° north. Yeah, I think I will, because I want to speedrun it. I want to see how scale 1/5 is. Because I know the proper, like, big desert race trucks that that's kind of, like, based off. They can do, like, 100 miles an hour, or, like, 140 miles an hour, off-road, like, on sands. Like, 150 miles an hour on sand. That's pretty crazy. So, I want to have a see how scale these kind of cars are. See how kind of... See if it will do, like, a fifth of that speed or something. I don't know. We'll find out. Back in 5 minutes. Alright, see you in a bit, Alfie. How's your big slash? Oh, do you mean the 30° north, the big petrol one? That is an animal. I had it out on the weekend. And, a lot of fun. Took a bit of time to get it properly set up. Because I hadn't set up all the linkages properly from the old engine. So it took a little bit of time to set up. But once it was going, honestly, it's such a fun car to drive. Absolutely adore it. So definitely got to get out a bit more. So here you go, guys. If I just kind of bring you down here, you can see here that the wires, they stretch out really far, almost to the front of the car here. And the battery cables come at the back here. And the reason being is that when this car lands hard, if I have the cables at the front, I'll just squash them all. And then we'll end up with a LiPo fire. And I've had some personal experience with LiPo fires. And they're not fun. So we're going to have the cables coming out the back here. And then we've got all the wires kind of stuck up there. So, yeah. We'll probably have to shorten them, but for now what we can do is kind of tape them up all nicely around here. Not going to bunch them up because then they just make a mess. Alright. Let's see what else we've got here. Waterside Bashers, hi, how are you? Got 1 or 2 sending pictures later, nice. Oh, you meant the slash. I'm not going to lie, the slash hasn't actually been out probably 2 years, probably even. It's been, that's fallen over. It's been an unbelievably long time since I've had it out. And I've actually got some special plans for it. It's not really... well, actually, I haven't got... Sorry, I'm not even concentrating here. Sorry, guys, a bit tired. Not plans for the slash. I've got plans for the electrics. I've nicked all the electrics. And give me 1 sec. Just need to grab some tape. The electrics of the slash have come out, and chances are they're going to be going into a car that I bought. I actually bought it a little while ago. Bought it in exchange for a sausage roll. Not a word of a lie. Pretty good deal if you ask me. It needs a bit of a rebuild. It needs a rebuild. It's in pieces at the moment, so we'll get it rebuilt and we'll turn it into a mini speed car. Right. See if we can do this all nicely. Voila, look at that, nice and firm there. Keep all the wires out of the way. You can see here, guys, in these connectors, if I bring you in a bit, you can see on these connectors, they've rubbed up against the wheels from these turn into pizza cutters at Paddlesworth. There we go. Set you back up again. He killed it, yep, dead. Arc had 3 weeks, no customers, yeah. Apparently, yeah, I think, like I said, Arc's dying. Nobody's going at the moment. It needs some good maintenance, bit of love, and then hopefully it's going to be back to its former glory. But until then, it's starting to become pretty much unusable. It's just battering all the cars that turn up there. Kind of ruins the appeal for it. Absolutely awesome spot. One of my favourite locations for doing RC. Awesome people I've met there, made some great friends. But it's now just becoming too rough that you can't really use it. Which is a shame. Slash Ultimate is so good on the track. Can't believe how stupid I didn't think it was the same as the Ascent. I adored my Slash. It was so much fun. But then I decided to make it brushless. And that's where things started to go a bit wrong. Because with the Traxxas cars, the 3S ones, funnily enough, just the Slash I've found actually now, the drive shafts just like to kind of explode every now and then. They're not very reliable, which is funny because my brother's got the Rustler 4x4, and apparently it's going to, apparently the drive shafts are meant to be even worse than the Slash ones. But he's never broken one, and he runs 3S through them. He's done really harsh backflips, power landings, not really making a good impression of him, but yeah, he's abused it, and the drive shafts are still holding up fine. So the answer really is to go for the alloy drive shafts, but the problem with them is that they cost an absolute fortune. You've got to have deep pockets for those. And the Slash, I'm just not prepared to put that money into it yet. Much rather put it into this beast here. There we go. What do you think of that, guys? Look how pretty that all is. Oh, look at that for some nice cabling. Probably could get a few cable ties on it later. What I probably should do is get some heat shrink on here. But then the problem is that it makes it a bit hard to kind of take this bit off here. This is kind of all held on, at least with Slash, that I can kind of just peel it back off again. Oh. You guys still there? Has the connection gone dodgy or? Ah, whew, we're all good. I miss Ark. Yeah, I miss 2S. I haven't been in a long time. I think it was the end of June I went last, so better make another trip down there again soon. Righty ho. If I'm honest, guys, I think that's that. I think the car is all back together, all how I wanted it to be. Not sure there's much more to do on this thing. Oh, the body. Yeah. I'm not really sure. I might actually need your help, guys, here. Bit of recommendation for the body. Because this thing is currently... It's not in great condition, I won't lie to you. But it's a special body for me. Because it kind of marks all the journey of it. We've got all the splits from where it's crashed and where it's caught fire and where it's gone up the ramp backwards and stuff. So it's a special body. I want to keep it. So I'll try my best to use it more, but it just seems to like to come undone. So I think what we're going to have to do is, while we can keep this body running, we'll have to find a special way of mounting it. I've had a few ideas. We've tried Velcro. We've tried these little, I guess you can call them body post mounts that I've come up with here. One of them snapped off the other side there, and they just seem to put a bit of strain on the body, so these didn't really work. I might try the Velcro trick again, but maybe something on the back here, maybe like a strap that goes over there, or something that latches onto the shock towers. Oh, that could be an idea. Body posts up to the shock towers, tie them tight, and then it kind of works as a hinge. Could work. So we might try that in another video. Haven't got any cable ties on me at the moment, or any kind of straps to try experiment with. So for now, guys, the Typhon is fixed. So before I pop off, sorry it's been a quick one, I will just have a little chat with you guys. If you guys got any question, let me know. Or if you're happy, if you're ready to go on with your evening or whatever, then we can finish off there. Pete is going to take over most of the local RC tracks. Yeah, I think, what's he got? He's got, what's it called? Astro now, hasn't he? And he's got the special timing gear as well, so that could be pretty cool. Oh, drive shafts are wow! So they're the upgraded drive shafts on the Ultimate. £600. That is a lot. I have only my Slash was a brushed one. Actually, I might as well just talk into the car. We might as well talk to me, the lovely me. My Slash used to be a brushed one. It was the XL 5 edition, whatever you want to call it. So I'm not sure if the drive shafts are weaker there, but they're kind of just standard Traxxas drive shafts, and they just seem to explode every single time you go near the power. £600 over the Ultimate. It is a lot, but I think there are quite a few nice upgrades on. I think there are like alloy hinge pin braces, right, and some upgraded bits and bobs. So might get the slash back out again. Got to put a few bits back on. I think it's missing a shock and needs a bit of a rebuild really. I should get it out again because what I loved about the slash is that you can just pin it off of jumps and pretty much every single time it just comes back. It's just crazy. Hi Dan, how are you? You can have my Typhon one once I've got my new custom one. Oh! Whoa, you getting a new custom body? Oh! If that's alright actually, yes. I might buy that off you. Or actually, I did see, I think there's a Proline body which has got its thing, I think it's designed for this car. It's I think like a lossy race, no not lossy, I think it's a racing style body shop. It's got really flat sides which might fit perfectly around the sides here. But then Proline bodies, they just crack. They're literally made of glass. They're pretty, but they just crack really easily. Hi Seb, how are you? Ultimate ones are rubbish, same as the stock. Oh, Ultimate got alloy hubs, shocks, temp sensors, that's about it. HD arms. I've only ever broken, I think, two arms on the slash, and I had that car for 2 years until I broke one. The only reason why I broke one is because it did a jump, landed, right, it came down on the jump like that. So, in all fairness, that could have broken. And then the only other time one broke, there was a tiny little crack in it, but I had it on me, so I thought I might as well change it. The only reason why it broke is because I did a jump in my garden. I was getting a bit carried away that day. It hit a tree and then came down on its corner. Can't really blame the car for that. Slash has had every upgrade in the book. Wow, so I'm guessing that's quite pricey. Is it as strong as your X-Max? Because this is what I'm wondering. What was stronger, the Slash or the X-Max? Because for me, the deal breaker for the Slash was the drive shafts, and it just got irritating, so I stopped using it. The X-Max, that's just an absolute animal. Although I have been having a few problems recently. I guess it's in need for a rebuild. I guess with these cars, guys, you've just got to rebuild them. I guess if they break, you've got to fit the new parts, you've got to rebuild them. I think I just need to give it a freshen up, go over all the bearings and give it a checkup. I am waiting on some spur gears. I was running GPM spur gears in the X-Max. They've lasted for 3 years, so that's very impressive. But they have finally stripped, as with everything, with used cubs wear. So ordered a few GDS ones. Apparently they're meant to be better, and they do make the car sound nice. I know that sounds ridiculous, but the sound that a spur gear makes is pretty cool. So they should be here in a few, hopefully the next week or two, and then we'll be able to run that again because we've got some new wheels on it as well. We've got to test those out. Broke 6 RPM arms on the Slash, standard far better. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes RPM are great for lots of bits and bobs, but sometimes, like the rear hubs on the X-Max, although apparently they've been fixed now, the new updated ones. But then again, if there are some RPM bits which are just rubbish. So I guess you just got to pick where you put it. You just got to be careful. Alex loves the Slash Ultimate. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm excited to see that run. I haven't seen a Slash run in a very long time. I had excellent one trust, that's mine. No issues with them. Send you some pics. Beautiful. What? If you got Messenger or whatever. Yep, hold on. So yeah, Seb, if you send me a message or Messenger and let me know how you've kind of installed them, then that'd be great because I'd love to get the car up and running again. And I might even make it 6S. Or 4S at least, because that just sounds like a lot of fun. Slash and X-Max strength about same, just different usabilities. Slash can't jump as high, X-Max can jump really. Yeah, that's the thing. Although the Slash is very fast and it's basically bulletproof, and it probably would outrun an X-Max if you get it on some tarmac, they just don't jump as high. I think that's probably because they're quite light, and I think the parachuting body. The X-Max is just fly. You wouldn't expect it because they're just so heavy and so big, but they just fly. It's crazy. So are you off then, Toby? Thanks for joining. See you later. You at Badlands this weekend? No, not this weekend, I don't think. Next week I'm going to a racetrack with Alfie. So Alex, did you have your Slash at Fan Jam? I know that you like the mini Slash. The mini one, the one that my brother had. If you could jump a Slash, if the Slash could jump as high as an X-Max, it wouldn't survive. No, don't think so. Oh, really? On the, what's it called? The Ultimate. Upgraded tyres, arms, drive shaft, shocks, LCG chassis, hubs, sway bars, TQI module. Overheats with no fans on ESC. Oh, right. What are the ESCs like? Because I think that Traxxas are having a few problems with ESCs at the moment. I know the Max V2, apparently the Max V2's got some problems. But I'm not sure. LCG chassis, that's the flat one, isn't it? I've always been a bit sceptical about the LCG chassis because I thought that's kind of just going to bend the drive shaft. But hey ho, if it's stronger, then might be pretty cool. Righty ho, so I think guys, I've waffled myself out. I think that's all we need to do, guys. Car's all fixed and ready again. We'll be giving this another speed run. I want to try crack 100 miles an hour on grass, as a few of you may know. I want to try be the first one there. Kevin is very, very close. He's done some, he's done more than 90 miles an hour. He's very, very close to 100. So, we'll see if we can beat him. I've found a location which we'll be able to use. So, hopefully very soon we'll be able to take it down there, do some speed runs. I've got some spare tyres if these explode. And yeah, hopefully 100 miles an hour on grass, and also long jump world record. We've got lots of plans for this, guys. And we've also got lots of other videos about some new cars, existing cars, and modifications, all coming up very, very soon. So, thank you all for watching the stream, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure if you did, that you leave a like and subscribe. So for now, that's it from me. I hope you have a brilliant day all weekend, and see you all next time in either the next video or the next stream. So, bye guys. See you later. Oh, sorry, Savage Dave. We're just finishing. See you, Alex. See you at the weekend. Bye, Alfie. See you next weekend as well. Right. See you later, guys. Thank you all for watching the stream. How do we stop? I still don't know how to stop this thing. And end. Bye, guys.